자, 오늘 할 게임은 앨런 웨이크 2고요. 가보도록 하겠습니다.
Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
뭐지? 주인공? 오, 게임 시작인가봐. 아, 근데 시작부터 이렇게 무섭다고? 오! 손전등? 뭐야 저거? 일단 올라가 줍시다. 오, 분명 뭐가 있었는데. 오, 씨, 깜짝. 뭐야? 이 공포 게임이라서 갑툭튀가 조금씩 있네요. 씨, 무서워라. 아, 근데 밤에 숲에 있으면 진짜 무섭긴 해. 근데 밤인 것 같으면서 약간 밝은 느낌? 야, 저런 거 봐. 오, 뭐야. 사라졌다. 이런 우두막 같은 것도 무서운데. 아까 그건 뭐지? 아, 자꾸 누가 옆에서 자꾸 소리쳐. 일단 도망가야 돼, 얼른. 아까 그 사람들인가? 오! 뭐야? 오자마자 찔렸어? 우와! 와, 뭐야? 어떻게 저런이 뭐야 저거? 저렇게 무서운 애들이 있어? hell? Wait. Two. 자, 이제 시작인가? 근데 그럼 저 사람은 뭐야? 그냥 본보기인가?
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
평범한 가족이네.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
오, FBI.
Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
우와. 잠깐만. 여기 아까 그게 아닌가? 초반에 나왔던데.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
홀드로노스.
Time to get to work.
아까 그 살인사건이 설마 아까 일어난 그건가?
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear.
뒤안일
I think I
초대.
hear someone.
Hey, over here.
안녕하세요.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff
맞습니다.
Baker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
제가 이 사건을
Shoot.
맡게 되었습니다.
Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
저거 맞냐?
Federal agent's right here, Thornton.
아 모르고.
Down
아이고.
at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there
목격자가
any
있나요?
witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
I mentioned the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Baker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body.
시신을
How
살펴봅시다.
do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
지나가겠습니다.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so
마음의 공간에서 사건 보도를 여세요.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case.
마음의 공전 깊.
Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model.
아, 그 경찰서 그 칠판 같은데 보면은 이렇게 막 줄 이어놓고
Everything we know about the
이렇게
previous
막
murders.
뭐가 관련돼 있는지 써놓잖아. 그런 거 같아.
Taking another look.
사과의 정신기법으로 단서를 분석하며 조사를 진행할 수 있도록 합니다. WASD를 움직일 수 있고 확대, 축소 가능하고 커서 움직여서 수 있고 ESC를 눌러서 떠날 수 있습니다.
Already hard at work, Anderson.
아, 이거 하면은 일시정지 되는 건 아니라서
We're just getting started.
주의해야겠네요.
Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
여기
Hey,
아니네.
Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson. Okay.
여기서 어디로 가야 되지?
Too much sky.
여긴가? 아, 맞네. 콜드런 레이크 호주라고 써져 있네.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
여기 쭉 가면 되나? 아, 근데 경치는 좋다.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing
어느
around
쪽으로
here
가면
that
되지?
feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
기다리자.
If they did, next coffee's on me.
왼쪽으로 갔네. 멀리 건. 아까 걔 아니야? 좀 화가 많은 그 친구.
Deputy Thornton.
하이하이.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
갑시다.
So, FBI,
어?
huh?
그
That's so
초반에 여기 통해서 가지 않았나? 지도. 아, 나와 있네. 지도는 꼭 먹어야 될 듯. 여기네. 내가 여기서 그건 다른 얘기고. 시체가 여기 있네요. 봤던 것보다 훨씬 더 끔찍하네. 그때는 조금만 보여줬네.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing.
어우,
Procedures
좀
stuff.
그런데
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp.
방수포
Be a coffee.
Okay.
그
Let's start by examining our
빗물이나 그런 거 가리는 거
Does this
없어서.
fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table.
아, 이제 조사하려 그러나 보다. 핵심 이미지. 아, 이게
Another
지금
body turns up
사건,
just as we arrive in town.
중요한 사건이지. 이거를 조사가 시작된다. 이렇게 목표 볼 수가 있고 일단 나가. 단서를 수집.
The killer left the heart
오,
right next to the body.
이렇게
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
이렇게 동그라미 되어 있는 거
Bruising on the
수집하면
wrist from
되나
the
봐.
cargo straps holding him down.
야, 진짜 FBI 하는 것 같아. 이거를 옆에다가 이렇게 붙이면 되네요. 하고 이렇게 3개 하면은
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders.
이전
But this time the
살인일까?
heart and the straps were
일전.
left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
여기서 다른 게 생겼네. 이제 살인자와 피의자에 대해 알아보자.
Who is
이거.
our victim?
이거
Who
뭐지?
killed him? Need to
이거는
find more clues. Large amount of blood on the
발자국이
table.
있고, 여기도 뭐
The
떠
victim
있네.
died here. Multiple people were here.
아이스박스.
Multiple killers.
여기도 있네.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a
뭐
camera?
말할 거 있나?
Any
있네.
idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale.
Nightingale.
He was FBI. He came to town about
같은
13 years
FBI였대.
ago. I haven't heard a word
13년
about
전에
him
마을에
since.
왔지만 그 이후로는 소식이
Until
없다.
now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
알고 있는 눈치인데?
You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
캐시 아는
Knew our
눈치지.
victim.
뭘 알고 있냐?
Didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
해고당했는데 일단 요 정도면 이제 됐지? 피해자와 관련돼 있는 사람들을 이렇게 2명 있죠? 이러면은
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years
됐고.
ago.
그럼 살인자는 여기 있는 증거들을 해서
Boot prints indicating
Okay.
multiple killers.
계획을 했나 아니면 그냥
The party.
그냥 갑자기 죽였냐, 이 증거를 활용하면은 이미 여기서 잠적하고 있었다는 걸 알 수 있지.
Passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
피해자가 온 곳은 어딘가?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
프로파일링. 실종자.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
뭐야? 죽은 자가 왜? 원래 죽은 자는 말이 없는 법 아니야?
Robert Nightingale came from the lake.
어? 그거 어떻게 알아? 초능력자세요, 저기요.
Nightingale was
말이 돼?
chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
오케이. 그럼 이제 단서가 뭐였지? 그 외에는 딱히 없네.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just,
기다려.
just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone.
마녀의 국자
Possibly
콜드런
hidden.
호수.
The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table.
발자국이다. 예,
But then they were interrupted by those
나온 거 아니야? 이 발자국이면?
The job tracks.
일단 발자국.
Barefoot. Nightingales.
요거 이상한
They
종이?
come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense. I didn't know.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
근데 여기 나무가 있는데 여기를 어떻게 나왔지? 일단 나가자.
A page full of text on one side.
원고의 한쪽 면은 글로
Not a
가득
printout. Written with a typewriter.
오래된 방식인 타자기로 쓰여 있었죠.
Lines scratched out and edits
행을
added with a pen.
없어지고 수정이 되어 있어.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale.
뭐야?
And then there was the page they found.
페이지가 있었다.
The first step down into
끔찍한
terrifying
신문이었죠.
depths.
뭐야? 왜 지금 우리가 아는 거랑 똑같아?
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here.
쟤는
Someone
누구?
playing a
앨런?
game with them. An invitation.
얘가 이걸 쓴 건가?
How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is
사건보드
Nightingale came this way.
여기.
Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it. I think he came from the lake,
원고라는 걸 하는
but his
거지.
tracks make no sense.
그다음 프로파일링의
We
원고.
found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
가스관? 이건 또
I
어떻게
must
한
find out
거야?
what.
아니 이거 프로파일링이 아니라 이건 초능력 아니냐고. 일단은 완료합시다.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find
그럼
inside.
여기 사건은 끝난 건가?
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body.
보안관이면 아까 그 보안관 말한 거겠지?
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more.
글에 따르면 더 많은
I
것을 말.
believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their
You
design?
made it back. Good.
All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it
브라이트
drag you
폴즈로
in.
돌아.
Too late. I'm already hooked.
이런 것도
I
있네?
need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I
저
said.
아래 미친 범람이 있었어. 일단 말로
I
이동합시다.
want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after dinner.
검시관은 일주일 동안 마을에 없다.
I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the
열쇠?
gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
땡큐. 자 일단 앨런 웨이크 2 마치도록 하겠습니다. 재밌게 구독과 좋아요, 알림
Let's
버튼
get the
눌러주세요.
car, drive to Bright
얼마
Falls,
안녕.
and talk
Bye
to these
bye.
witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of